Okay, let's jump right in. We're doing a deep dive today based on some sources you sent over.
That's right.
And the topic is pretty central to electric vehicles right now.
hmm
What's happening with batteries, specifically solid state versus LFP.
Yeah, it's a really dynamic area, and the sources you shared give a good view on the tech, the economics, the market side of things. It's definitely not just a simple case of one replacing the other overnight.
Exactly. So our mission here is to sort of unpack these sources, figure out the main pros and cons for each, the challenges, and, where this might all be heading.
Sounds good. And one thing that jumps out is how solid state keeps getting called the holy grail of EV batteries.
Right, holy grail, that's a big claim. What makes it potentially live up to that based on the material?
Well, it mostly boils down to the performance potential. We're talking about significantly higher energy density compared to what's common now, like NMC or LFP.
LFP being lithium iron phosphate.
Correct. The sources mention potential densities for solid state reaching maybe 400, even 500 watt hours per kilogram.
Wow, okay. And for someone driving, what does that actually mean? Higher density equals.
Much more range. Simple as that. Some sources talk about prototypes hitting, well, over 1,500 kilometers on one charge.
1,500 kilometers.
Yeah.
That's huge. Like London to Rome, you said.
Pretty much. It's a game changer for range anxiety.
And it's not just range, right? The sources mention faster charging and safety improvements too.
They do. Using a solid electrolyte instead of a liquid one is inherently safer, less flammable.
Ah, so it reduces that risk of thermal runaway.
Yeah.
Fires.
Exactly. That's a major plus. And yes, faster charging is another potential big win discussed in the sources.
Okay, so if solid state offers all this massive range, better safety, faster charging, why aren't we seeing it everywhere already? What's the catch?
The catch is production. That's the massive challenge highlighted in the sources. Scaling this tech up for mass market EVs, it's proving really difficult and, frankly, expensive right now.
Difficult how? Like, what's the specific problem?
It's things like manufacturing these super thin, consistent, solid layers and making sure they maintain perfect contact. It's just technically very demanding at scale.
Okay, so revolutionary potential, but serious manufacturing hurdles. The sources are suggesting maybe 2027 to 2030 for, like, initial large-scale production.
Yeah.
And maybe a decade for mainstream.
That seems to be the general timeline consensus, yeah. It's definitely more of a next generation thing for now.
Got it. So shifting gears then, what about LFP, lithium iron phosphate? We see those now. What role do the sources see for LFP going forward?
LFP is very much the current reality, and it's actually growing stronger. It's popular mainly because it's cheaper than NMC chemistry. It's quite safe, lasts a long time, good cycle life, and handles heat well.
Right, the affordability factor.
Yeah.
That's why it's showing up in more sort of standard range or entry-level EVs.
Absolutely. Cost is a huge driver. And while LFP used to lag behind on energy density, the sources point out it's not standing still, it's continuously improving.
So
New cell designs, better pack integration. Companies are finding ways to squeeze more performance and density out of LFP without losing those core benefits of cost and safety.
So LFP is kind of owning that accessible mid-range part of the market now because it hits that sweet spot of cost, reliability, and safety.
That's exactly its strong suit right now. And yeah, it's expected to keep growing its share there.
Okay, so putting it all together from the sources, it doesn't sound like solid state just swoops in and replaces LFP completely once the production issues are fixed.
No, the sources really suggest more of a coexistence, at least for the medium term. It's not shaping up to be in either a situation.
Right. So what does that coexistence look like? What's the likely trajectory?
The sources paint a picture where LFP continues to dominate for the more cost-sensitive vehicles, where long life, safety, and that lower upfront cost are the top priorities. Your everyday EVs, essentially.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And solid state, as it becomes available, slots in where? Premium. High performance.
That seems the most likely path, yes. Initially targeting segments where people will pay a premium for that headline-grabbing range, the faster charging, maybe the holy grail tech appeal itself.
So it's less about one being definitively better overall and more about different tools for different jobs, basically.
Yeah.
As both techs keep evolving.
Precisely. Solid state is the big potential leap we're watching, but LFP is the workhorse technology that's making EVs accessible today and still getting better.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. The main takeaway for you listening, based on these sources, is that the EV battery future probably isn't a battle with one winner.
Right. Expect to see both solid state and LFP playing significant roles. They'll likely serve different parts of the market for quite some time.
Solid state has that incredible potential. It's a huge range, faster charging,
Yeah.
but it's got those production hurdles, so mainstream use is still some years off.
While LFP is here now, it's proven it's getting better all the time, and it's crucial for making EVs more affordable.
Which leads to a final thought for you to chew on. Given these different strengths and timelines, how might this battery evolution affect your choices, or just the general direction of the EV market over the next, say, 5 years?
Yeah, something to keep an eye on as things develop.
Definitely. And hey, if you found this deep dive useful for getting your head around the battery situation, do consider giving this a like and subscribing to the channel.
It really does help other people find these explorations when they're trying to understand complex stuff like this. Thanks for tuning in.